everyone, I am back today with another review video. I know you guys are like, Haley, you did review videos last year like back to back to back like crazy, and then you stopped posting them for a couple months and now you're back at it again, and the answer is yes. Yes, I am. But today's video is over the Sephora Pro Pigment Palette, and this is the new Nudes one, and it looks like, bam, looks like this. If you are subscribed to my channel, I did already do a review over the Sephora Pro Smoky Jewels, which is this one. I will leave it up in the cards somewhere. And yeah, this is what that one looks like. But I already did a video about her, so we're not here to talk about her. We are here to talk about her sister, the new Nudes palette. And like I said, this is what she looks like right here. And I will mention this again. I mentioned this several times throughout the video, but these are pigment palettes. They are not eyeshadows. These are just straight pigments. So they do perform a bit differently than a traditional eyeshadow, but once you get used to them, it's not really that hard. Instead of swiping them, you kind of want to pack them a little bit more than just going straight in with windshield wiper motions. But it's really not that big of adjustment. I do mention that, and I think a few times during the video, so if I am repetitive, I'm sorry. But I didn't know they were actually pigment palettes when I bought them, so I just kind of want to put that out there because I didn't know, and you may not know either. So yes, subscribe to my channel before you leave a notification bell to upload, and give this video a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, let's go ahead and just crack into this palette. I'm so excited about filming this. Okay, so obviously by the title and the intro, this is the Sephora Pro Pigment palette. This is the new Nudes one. This is the box. I have filmed a review video over the Smoky Jewels one, which is this one right here. I will show you. It's this one. This is Smoky Jewels. I did do a whole video dedicated to this, so I will link it up in the cards. But yes, I did a whole video on this. It should already be up. So I actually already filmed a video on this one. So if you are curious about that one, it's in my reviews playlist. But this is new Nudes. So I'm going to open the box now and show you what it looks like. Just like Smoky Jewels, it comes with a little lookbook card, which I actually keep these. I think they can come in handy when you don't know what type of look to do. So I do like these, and the packaging is identical to the other one, just the font, or the font is in a different color. So the print is in a different color. And this palette, let me remove that, it reminds me of the Huda Beauty new Nudes palette. I don't own that, but I have seen it in store and online. And that is kind of the vibe that this gives me. So I don't know if they took inspiration from that or vice versa, or it's just a coincidence. I'm not entirely sure. But this palette is beautiful. It's very, very like pink and purpley almost, like rose tone. I'm very into these tones right now. So I'm going to swatch them now off for you. Keep in mind these are pressed pigments, so they don't always swatch the greatest, which I've learned over the years. So if the swatches look funny, I will tell you how they swatch and everything, but yeah, they are pressed pigments, so sometimes they don't swatch the greatest. All right, so here are the first two rows. This one and this one are more like top coats, kind of. They're not super, super pigmented, but I mean, they're not too bad, but I would use them as a top coat. But the swatches themselves are really, really nice. Again, these are pressed pigments, so they're not really meant to be swatched. They don't swatch the prettiest. Pressed pigments perform best on the eyes. But so far, the swatches are really, really nice. I'm really liking this bubblegum shade right here. I think it's really a unique color. So now I'm going to swatch the last two rows. All right, here are the last two rows. This one is more like a topper again, and the shade Tiger, which I believe is this one, yes, from the end, wasn't very pigmented. That's the third coat right there, but out of 28 shades, one that isn't super pigmented is not that bad. As you can see, I definitely got pigment, but this is 3 layers on this shade right here. The others are 1 or 2. This one has 2 just because it's top coat. I wanted you guys to be able to see it, but yeah, the swatches are still really, really nice, even though that one shade had a little bit of trouble, but it definitely is workable. So I am so far impressed with the overall swatches of them. Swatches are nice to be pigments. They are not eyeshadows, so I do really like them. I'm first gonna go in with bubblegum. I think I'm gonna try the pinks out, not the more brown shades. I'm gonna try out the pink. So I'm gonna first take the shade bubblegum, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna put that in my crease as my transition color. Again, there's Kick Up in the Pan. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You kinda can. It's not a very good picture, but there is Kick Up in the Pan. It's not super bad, but there is definitely some there. And I'm just gonna put this in my crease. It is a really light shade, so it probably won't show up very well. Oh no, you can definitely see it. It's definitely there. I mean, it doesn't really stand out because it's such a light shade and I'm so fair, but you can definitely see it. It's a nice transition shade. I think this would be nice to blend out other like darker rosy tones in this palette. That's kind of what I wanted to do with it anyway. So I think it'll be really good for that. All right, so I think I like that as a transition color. It's really pretty. So now I think I'm gonna take the shade Lily, which is this one right here. It's just a tad darker than bubblegum. If you can see that, bubblegum is more like a true bubblegum shade, and this is more a little bit darker. And I just want to deepen up my crease a little bit. I like to layer a lot of shades. If you're subscribed to my channel, you know that. It just helps me get a better blend. And again, there's Kick Up in the Pan. It's nothing too bad. I just kind of blow it away. All right, so far I like those two shades blended together. They're really pretty. I think I'm gonna take Tulip. It's right next to Lily. It's the shade right here, and just deepen it up, but just a little bit more. It's a little bit deeper. It's a little bit brighter than Lily, and I'm just gonna kind of put this in my crease as well. A little bit of Peach, which is right here. This is a really pretty shade, and I think I'm gonna try Peach for right now. I might put something else on top of it, I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna try Peach. All right, I think I'm gonna go with Hazel, which is this brown right down here. It's this one. Stop focusing on me right here. This one, it's Hazel, and I really like that. I think it'd be really pretty up against these pink shades. You know, I don't know. I'm really digging Hazel, so I'm just gonna pop that right out here. Just very lightly. I don't want to have this shade too heavy. I don't want it to take away from the pink, so I just barely dip my brush in. I want to deepen up my outer edge of my eye just a little bit. I don't want it, you know, like I said, too intense. So you can definitely layer these and get more and more in pigment, obviously, like any really type of thing like this. But I just kind of wanted a little light wash or something. So there we go. I just didn't want it too intense, you know. So that shade's actually much darker than that. I mean, I just swatched them for you, but yeah, I don't want a lot of brown. I kind of want the focus to be like the pink. I'm loving these pink shades. So I'm going to finish my makeup now, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts. All right, everybody, I am back now. I'm sorry, I gotta move my paper towels out of the way. I'm back. I finished my makeup, And this is the completed look that I came up with. I really like it. Let me get a really close up mirror here. I really, really like this look. I think it's pretty. I know you guys can't see it right then, but I think this is a really pretty look. But anyway, this palette, so far, I really, really like it. I might like this one better than the Smoky Jewels. This palette just, I don't know, the shades are beautiful and the look that I created is really, really pretty. I don't know, I think it's really, really nice. This is a really expensive palette. I mean, $68. So it is something to think about. I mean, I would do my research on it just because it is so high in a price tag, but the shades in here are absolutely stunning. The formula is beautiful. Even though they are pigments, you can blend them together. They just kind of melt together. Like, they just blend together so beautifully. They don't just like mush together. They really do blend beautifully. And the shades are very true to color in the pan as they are in the eye. I mean, there's a couple differences. That's pretty normal, but these are really, really close. I really do like this. And I don't know, just this palette I think might be, you know, one of my favorites that I've tried for a review video. This palette might be one of my favorites that I've ever tried during a review video. This just knocked my socks off. It's beautiful. If you have been thinking about it, I would 100% recommend it. And even if you haven't been thinking about it and these are shades that you would use or you think it's just beautiful, I would 100% recommend it. I think this palette is amazing. I really do. I like the mattes a little bit more than the shimmers. The shimmers are really, really nice, but you guys know how much I love my Anastasia, my Lorac shimmers, so I can't, you know, ditch them. I have to remain faithful to my one true loves, but I guess my two true loves. But these are really, really good, especially for pressed pigments. I have been iffy on pressed pigments in the past, and these are really, really good. I do really like them. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and hit my notification bell so you know when I upload every Tuesday and every Thursday. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.